In 2026, Indian debit cards function as high-performance financial tools, matching the reward profiles and lifestyle perks that were once exclusive to premium credit cards. Banks aggressively market these benefits, like free golf rounds and unlimited airport lounge access, to the general public to drive account openings. But the actual barrier to entry is rarely an upfront joining fee. It is the minimum average balance requirement hidden deep in the fine print. Maximizing your debit card's value requires a direct trade-off. You are balancing the capital you park in the account against annual fees and strict caps on reward earnings. The debit card market has three distinct tiers. At the base, digital neobanks dominate, requiring zero minimum balance. The middle tier belongs to legacy cards with standard fees for basic travel. The apex tier grants high-end perks, but requires parking massive capital. Identifying your exact financial tier is the only way to avoid paying for perks you can't use or missing out on the rewards your spending should be generating. At the base tier, the ideal user prioritizes zero friction and straightforward, predictable rewards. With Fi Money recently exiting the neobanking space, digital-first users have been looking for a stable alternative. That has left Jupiter Money as the clear leader for this segment in 2026. Accessing this tier requires opening a strictly zero-balance account, which removes the risk of non-maintenance fees entirely. In return, you receive a flat 1% cash back on your spending through their Jewel system and gain access to a lifetime free Edge RuPay credit card. The trade-off is clear. You lose physical branch support and miss out on luxury travel perks entirely. For users who keep low account balances, moving to a neobank replaces the risk of low balance penalties with a consistent 1% reward rate. The middle tier targets salaried professionals who are comfortable paying a modest annual fee to upgrade their utility. This space is dominated by the HDFC Millennia, ICICI Coral, and Access Prestige cards. This comparison shows the entry cost. For these cards, the annual fee ranges from 300 to 850 rupees plus taxes. The advertised outcomes include targeted cashback on major e-commerce platforms and 2 to 4 domestic airport lounge visits every quarter. However, check the trade-off column. These banks place strict monthly caps on reward point redemptions, which limits the potential ROI on high spending. Morning tone. There is also a major spend-based hurdle for travel. You generally need to spend between 5,000 and 10,000 rupees on the card in the previous quarter just to walk into the lounge today. Mid-tier cards generate actual value only if your natural everyday spending reliably clears these hidden quarterly hurdles. The apex tier is for high-net-worth individuals who want premium lifestyle benefits without taking on the debt associated with credit cards. This is the domain of heavyweights like the Axis Burgundy, Bob Masterstroke, and IDFC First Wealth cards. To carry one of these, you are usually parking 10 lakh rupees or more inside a standard savings account or a fixed deposit. For that liquidity, you receive unlimited domestic and international lounge access, free golf lessons, and significantly lower Forex markups. While the annual fee is often waived, the penalty line spikes the moment your account drops below the 10 lakh minimum balance. These penalties are significant. Bank of Baroda, for example, charges 1,000 rupees plus GST every month the balance requirement isn't met. Beyond the penalties, you have to consider what that money could be doing elsewhere. Leaving 10 lakhs in a low-yield savings account means missing out on the returns of higher-yield investments. Choosing an elite debit card requires a calculation, whether those luxury perks actually outweigh the returns you lose by parking 10 lakhs in a savings account instead of an investment. The most effective strategy for 2026 is to match the card to your existing financial behavior rather than chasing a specific set of perks. This decision tree simplifies the choice based on your typical liquid bank balance. It splits into 3 paths: under 50K, 50K to 2 lakhs, or 5 lakhs and above. If you keep under 50K and want zero fees with flat cashback, follow the first path and select Jupiter Money. If you keep between 50K and 2 lakhs and fly domestically, the middle path toward HDFC Millennia or ICICI Coral is your best fit. Remember, that middle path only works if your normal spending reliably clears the 5,000 to 10,000 rupee quarterly hurdle for lounge access. If you hold 5 lakhs or more in liquid reserves and travel internationally, follow the third path to Access Burgundy or Bob Masterstroke to actually utilize those elite benefits. Optimizing your debit card requires a realistic look at your liquidity. By picking the tier where you naturally belong, you maximize your rewards without paying hidden fees back to the bank.